Okay, morning traders. Happy Thursday. A little bit of a shorter stream here today. We're just going to go over my trade from yesterday. When you've got a baby, it doesn't always work out as straightforward as anything like that. I've got a small long on here at the moment, so we'll see how we do go. We have taken out this opening range high break. Oops, let's add the text over here. So opening range high break. Good to have you guys all on. Let me know if anyone's in any position, but I've got a long here on the DAX. Let's see. We'll get Murray on. We'll get the guys on here in the chat at the moment. Morning. Okay. So we got the guys here. I'm gonna get Murray on here in a bit, and then we'll see who's here. If you're on the chat, say what's up. As mentioned, as always, we can go over my day from yesterday. I try to swing for it. So basically, I had 5% more to pass the challenge, and I was like, you know what, let me go for it a little bit, and I ended up taking a loss. Nothing turned out. I didn't move my stop, didn't do anything, so it wasn't a bad trade. Didn't do anything bad, like tilt or anything. I just took extra size. So yeah, what's up, Nico? I actually got some payouts today from FTMO, so I'm requesting those. Trying to get these challenges over the line as well. But yeah, good to have you on, Nico. Morning, brother. Yeah, so I got some longs here on the DAX at the moment, as I said. I did like it as we broke back above the daily view up. We took out the opening range high as well. We're trading above weekly view up too. We got this nice pump overnight as well. So maybe get some follow through. We'll keep you updated on this position. We'll get Murray on here in a bit as well. But yeah, that's why yesterday you'll see the bigger P&L swing. I was just trading challenges yesterday, not my live accounts. Let's go like this. How you been keeping, Nick? Are you keeping well? Financial juice, obviously, things have been just really moving quite hectically. So you got to keep up to date with all of that. But yeah, let's go to my tweet again from yesterday. Just going over my P&L right now. Okay. And that's why guys always get scared or whatever, like to throw a bit of size. I'm trading challenge. I don't want to trade a challenge for flipping 10 months. It's not what I want to be doing. So yeah, this was it. Yeah. Okay, so the P&L will look a lot bigger because I traded max size on the challenges. What's up, Lee? Yeah, good to have you guys on this morning, as always. So we'll keep it short here. I'm not going to be too long. But yeah, just trading that opening range breakout from Edgefill. We go over here to the DAX, trading the opening range breakout. Let's just get Murray on as well. All good, mine. Hope you've been well. Your little one's growing and healthy. Yeah, all good. Thanks, Nick. I know you got I'm gonna get some tips from you, bro. You got a few. But yeah, we must get on a catch-up call soon, brother. We'll get on a catch-up call soon. Yeah. So we'll just do this for another 10 minutes or so. I don't have too much time this morning. So we'll have to get back on again on a Friday for a longer stream. But I got some longs on here. If it wants to come lower, then obviously I'm gonna have to get out. But at the moment, we are at the opening range low. So let's see. Morning, Angel. Morning. I feel a little bit more educated. I'm excited. What's up? Morning. So yeah, as mentioned from yesterday's trading, then it was literally just swinging harder. Nothing more. Didn't do anything bad. Try to swing on the challenges. It didn't pay off. And we move on. There we go. Got Murray in the back end. Yo. There you go. Morning.
Yo, what's up? What's happening?
Morning, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, good. I see we in the same long here.
Yeah, so I got some longs on. As I said, I got I had those longs yesterday that I just risked a little bit more on. Everyone was like, I was getting some comments on the post and even private comments like, dude, what happened? And I'm like, no, bro, nothing happened. I just took a long. I mean, I took the trade on stream, and
people thought you took a 8K bomb on your personal account.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, the personal account thankfully the personal account was actually, I didn't trade it yesterday, so it was literally just those challenges, and I was like, well, you know what? That's the beautiful thing of retail day traders, is that we can we can actually mix things up. Like yesterday, I took a loss, but I was actually only on challenges really. So, and that I was already up on. So I'm still up on them right now as you speak. Well, depending on how this trade goes. But it's like you can mix up the risk. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, well, I'm up on the challenges. Might as well just throw a little bit of size on there to try and get them past. And it didn't work.
Absolutely. That's my forte. Go big or go home on challenges. We don't want to sit on the challenge for a month or 2 months. You want to get that thing over the line as fast as possible, and get to the funded stage and get payouts. That's what we have for. Literally what I said to you yesterday. I don't really care about anything else. It's about the payouts at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Taking good trades and getting payouts. So yeah, I'm also on my focus at the moment. Like I'm in this DAX position now, and I've thrown on big size. So I'm risking about 2% to make about 5. So let's see how we get going in here. But this is a nice little correction of the lows there, a little 3 candle formation as we like to remember it. So let's see if we can get above these VWAPs again. I do like the longs. I think I'm definitely favoring the longs. It's the structures is there. I would like to see us go get the high of day, previous day's high. And if you look a little bit further up, we are not far from all-time high. So it is possible, guys. You know, I get super excited for all-time high on the DAX. So let's see if we can get close to that in the next couple of days, maybe in the week up there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just so as I said, like this morning is just a little bit more busy. Beckham was keeping us a little bit more on our toes this morning. So, but yeah, I always appreciate you guys tuning in. We're always going to do it about 30 minutes into the open. How's everyone's week been so far?
Yeah.
How's your week been so far, Maz?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I'm up nicely on my 2 futures accounts with the instant funding ones. And then I've just started my phase 1 of my Blueberry 100K yesterday after a little bit of consultation with Blueberry. But anyways, we'll do it the hard way and we'll do it the right way. So yeah, pretty good so far. Enjoying actually trading the New York sessions at the moment. I found better moves there just for me this week. So I'm going to probably finish up with you here, see how this trade pans out. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to probably trade again until the New York session. So just shifting my focus a little bit that way, just finding better trends at the moment in the New York session. So, but let's see. We are still in position. It does look good. Nothing wrong with the position we've taken at all. Let's just see if we get any follow through. It's just a bit choppy since the open. We had a bit of a run up and then it's kind of just been a bit sideways. So let's wait and see. We do have a bit of news coming in this afternoon. We've got GBP official rate votes. So that could shake things up. Obviously, GBP monetary policy summaries, a few other red folder GBP news, and then obviously UST unemployment claims. So might be a bit slow until after all that kind of news. So keep it tight and take good trades, manage risk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's I have actually been finding the New York session to be a lot more actually clean lately, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I felt as well. I feel like the London session has been a bit choppy this week. It has been like last week. Obviously, the DAX was just shredding. I think even the beginning of this week, just absolutely shredding higher. So you're getting nice trending moves there. But the New York session, I just found a little bit more of a nicer move for the trades that we're looking for. So I had a nice trade in the New York session from bottom of the range to top of range with literally in a couple of minutes, and I was done. So just sticking to the playbook and taking good positions and managing risk and just being patient. Like today, you could have easily tried to get in on the longs, but there was just no presentation of entry. It was just above the view up the entire time. So I know we had a guy in the Discord take a high day view up break. Another thing with that is I don't really like to take pre-market high day view up breaks. Because I don't feel like that is a true like high day view up break. I want to see a high set in the London session and then break that high day view up.
Sure.
So we just had to be patient today. Our pullback came, we got in on the longs, and we're just gonna have to be patient. I still think this is a really good position, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. We took a good trade.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, I still like this position. I'm in the longs, so we're in like a simple longs together as well. Opening range high break. I told you guys that have been listening. I've been trading the indexes mainly using these edge fill reports with the opening range high break, and then looking to get back in on some pullbacks, and that's what we've done. So one day at a time, right?
Yeah, I was just looking at the DAX now. Obviously, since the London, we had that pop higher, and I see it's kind of just touched the high of day that we currently have in this day. So that kind of threw me off a little bit, because since trying to get to that high, we've just pulled back down lower. So that might be something to take. If we do get back up to that level, take something off your position, lock in some profits.
Sure.
We could see that get rejected again. So
I like that we've held you now, though, Skunk.
Yes, I do like that. We've held this low level again, but we are, we just tapped into that daily view up and the Frankfurt view up. So we really do need to get above that. And we're starting to see the view ups curl down a little bit. So I really want to see us get above now and try and get a bit of a pop up to the highs that we reached earlier, take some off, and then I'll trail some if we get a bit more push through.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, I do like this market structure though at the moment, though, Skunk.
The 5 minute looks really nice now. We're making a much better 5 minute.
This is the 5 that I'm on.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 5 minute on my MetaTrader now, and this last 3 5 minute bars are much better structure.
Yeah,
I think if you look at where we entered.
Look at the 50-minute chart here as well. Like, we're looking like we could pin and hold this and move higher. Whereas yesterday it looked like we came back down. You see, when I was trying to take the long over here, we actually kind of trading kind of underneath that 21 EMA on the 50-minute chart.
I totally agree with you. Yeah, the 15-minute looking a lot better now. Two long pins to the downside and not holding. So that kind of says, okay, buyers keep stepping back in to keep us above this level. So I think having the stop under that previous structure is perfect.
De Villiers, good to have you on, my brother. We need to have a catch-up call soon, bro. Golf cancelled, so this YouTube announcement. What's up? Hola, Jimbo. Didn't even know you're going live. Yeah, London session, we've been going live every single day this week. De Villiers, probably 30 minutes into the open, so around about 9:30 South African time, we live. For today, I can't do for too much longer, but we're going to be doing it, brother. Good to have you on.
Our position's looking nice now, JMO.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that 5 minute. Really, really nice. Let's get a good close here. See what we can get and get a little bit of follow through to that top of those highs there. I think if we can get to our current high of day, I'll probably take half off just to lock in some, and then I'll trail the rest up. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It is. I am trading this on the Blueberry Challenge account, so I'm happy to be a bit more aggressive. So let's see if we can get a bit more follow through. It'll be nice. But looking much better now. That's much better structure. Back above all the key view ups of the day. Let's see if we can get above opening range high again. We're getting close.
Yeah, De Villiers, good to have you on. I've been playing golf each morning. PM Action has been keeping me busy. Agreed. PM Action's also been keeping us busy. It's been the better session recently. De Villiers.
It has been the better session, definitely this week. I think last week was the week that the DAX just shredded face to the high side. So I think that was probably a very good week to be in the London session. But even in the afternoon session, the DAX was ripping. So it's just about getting on the desk, reading price action, and then if it's not in your playbook, then leave it, come back. There's a whole other session in the New York time that pumps volume. So
yeah, look what De Villiers says. Rules on Blueberry, very restricted. I'm sure they'll stick around. Yeah, so Murray actually passed his, and then they said that yeah, and it was a bit of a shit one. I even called the CEO. I was like, this is bullshit. One of my clients is you stuffing him over. Basically passed, and then essentially they were like, no, you took a trade. They have this weird rule where he took a trade, Murray took a trade. He entered short by accident instead of long, and he quickly got out 8 seconds later. And then they were like, you can't, if you take a loss, you can't re-enter on the same asset for 5 minutes.
In the opposite direction.
Sorry, but that's a
there should be
not even in the opposite direction. Just you can't do it for 5 minutes. That's bullshit.
So and I literally showed them it was
only if you swap your bias.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can take a trade. Let's say I'm trading it long, and I take a trade, and then 2 minutes later, and I take a loss, and 2 minutes later I can try long again. But you can't take the short.
You can trade as much times as you like in the same direction. It's just so I wanted to enter long, and I went short by mistake. So I immediately cancelled it. You must see, I've got the log and everything. I was in the trade for 8 seconds, closed it immediately, and then got in my long position, passed my phase 2, everything all good. And then they said, no, sorry. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, I see. Okay, well,
Yeah.
at least they got you back to start at
So
phase
they
1.
knocked me all the way back to phase 1, which is, I think,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It's a bit of a shit one, but it's better than they actually lose your count. But I see now,
Yeah.
so you can take a long you can take a long, get stopped out, and try long again within 5 minutes. But anyway, that's a crappy rule.
I think
Anyway,
it's a bit of a
I've got
shitty
those
rule.
pals. I want you to be trading with FTMO, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to get a FTMO account. Let me just deal with this Blueberry one first, and I've got these futures ones which are ticking along. So once I get some payouts from these, I'll get a couple of FTMO accounts. I really want to trade with FTMO again.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my FTMO. Normally that comes around about.
Where's FTMO based? Is it in the States?
No, they are in Prague, Czech.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you'll probably get your payout window will be coming in the next pretty much now.
Yeah, it normally comes around about now. When it's my withdrawal day, it normally comes around about now. I switched on cold turkey for 5 minutes after losing a trade. I suppose it helps for a few gamblers. Yeah, 100%. Okay, yeah. What's up, Cheryl? Good to have you. Yeah, so everyone watching here, we could do these live streams in London for about 30 minutes or so. Yesterday I took those loss. As I said, like it wasn't a bad. I didn't do anything dumb. It wasn't like I entered 5 times or I moved my stop loss or anything like that. No, none of that. I literally just entered with bigger size, and that's what's going to happen. If you want to play bigger, you got to risk more. So, yeah, but we're in the trade now this morning as well. Looks good for long. So let's see what happens. If we can get a pop, to above opening range high, I think we could be looking very, very nice back towards previous days highs as well.
I totally agree. Yeah, we've had this little bit of a breakout. We've come down and held London and daily view up. So let's get a pop up to the high side. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah,
a little bit of continuation to follow structure.
Yeah, De Villiers, good to have you on. What do you think about SPX? Let's go to S&P 500. Yeah, S&P, obviously we're getting a massive pump overnight. I think it had to do with, if I'm not mistaken, like some of this I
think there was some Trump stuff, tariff stuff with
tariff stuff overnight. Yeah. We do have some GBP monetary policy later on today, so just be aware of that. Obviously,
some big red folders for GBP stuff around 1 o'clock South African time. I think it's +2. Yeah, UTC +2. So you guys can check that out as well and just be aware of that. But I'm looking at US 500 now. It does look last for the longs. We above daily view up. We above weekly view up. You're looking like we're making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Let's see how we go. We're on near high of day on the US 500. On the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, we've already taken our previous day's high. So
yeah, it looks good. The only thing I would say is Murray took a long on ES yesterday on his futures account, but I would say that if you are trading in the London session, I would prefer for you to trade the DAX. It's just because that's when the market
can be a bit slower. The S&P can be a bit slower.
Yeah,
a little bit choppier. Sometimes it trends really nicely. Other times it can be super choppy. Yesterday was just the trade. It looked better than the DAX, so that's why I took it. The structure was just better, and it worked out nicely. So I am watching both in the London session as well, but I'm just seeing today it seems quite slow.
Yeah, as I said, guys, simple. We took the opening range high break. Why is that when I go on the clowns? I need it settings, visibility, minutes. Yeah, let's just go like that one. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we can, when you go to the 1 minute chart, it's there too. Opening range high break. Basically, what I did is I took an opening range, broke the opening range high, got a pullback, and I took it the longs again. My stop loss was at that low there. So that's the trade this morning. It's looking really, really neat. I've got to get off. DAX is where the action's at in the London session. You don't want to be trading the NASDAQ in the London session. Personally, I've seen a few guys try and do it. And can you do it 1 or 2 days a week? Sure. Can you do it consistently? I don't think so. I think it's better to trade. I think it's better to trade the DAX in the London session. You can trade the US equities, US indexes in the US equity hours. But we're getting a great move here. So yeah,
this is looking really nice. We're getting a nice pop here. We've held key view ups. The structure is looking a bit better. Oh, there's a little bit of volatility.
Yeah, let's actually start my day here on TradeZilla. I don't know, they've been having these issues recently, but I don't know what's happening. But anyway.
I'm not able to load my futures accounts onto TradeZilla. I've tried, I can't do it. So I'm just going to leave it for now. Apparently they are working on it to add it to TradeZilla, so I'm just going to wait for them to sort that out. I think Top One actually have like a daily chart kind of thing where you can see
calendar thing. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I'll have to work on that for the moment being, and then I'm not going to add this Blueberry challenge to TradeZilla until I've passed it, and then I'll add it on.
Yeah,
because I'm just going to be skunking at max lots.
No, you must add it. We want to see the big swings in PNL, like me.
When was it? I think I had a 7K on the last day to pass the Blueberry account in one day, and then they go and skunk me and tell me I'm reverse trading. Rubbish, most rubbish rule I've ever come across in my life. But whatever. At the end of the day, they're just there to keep the bottom line and make money. So I guess that makes it more difficult to pass challenges and gets people buying more.
Yeah.
Let's not give them the happiness of catching me out. Let's pass this thing and take some payouts. Cost them some cash.
Okay, I've got to get on a call. Muzz, I appreciate you guys you being on. I appreciate everyone here. We'll do 30 minutes into open. Sorry, this morning got a bit busy with the baby. Yeah, I'm in the longs. We'll let you know how it goes. If we can take out the opening range files, I think we all look very, very nice. Muzz is also in the longs with me. So yeah, we'll see you
jump into the Discord and come chat with us. We're going to be in there trading the London session with the rest of the guys. So if you can't catch the stream and you want to come catch us in the Discord, come do that. We're there pretty much every London session open, catching trades and reading the market. So yeah, come join us. Be cool.
Yes, sir. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.